What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Earlier this week or last week, I made some comments regarding Evander Kane and why I wish he had been drafted by a different team instead of the Atlanta Thrashers. And I, for whatever reason, spit out the LA Kings. And then I had people chirp me from the clouds telling me that, Mike Richards, Slava Voinov, Jared Stoll, all those players have had their issues and all were in LA at or roughly at the same, give or take a couple of years between Kane getting drafted and whatnot. So maybe LA would have been the best fit for him, but I was kind of looking at, the rest of the top, let's call it top 7 in the 2009 NHL draft. Let's just say whatever, the lottery balls work different and these teams have the 4th pick. Islanders probably would have been the same disaster because prior to, they drafted Tavares. Some of you guys have heard of him. New York City, not a whole lot of leadership on that team. Yeah, that probably would have ended poorly. Tampa Bay, they actually took Victor Hedman, and Hedman's, him and JT are the 2 best players in the draft, or 2 of the best 3. We'll talk about the other guy later on. If hypothetically they had drafted Kane, I think he would have done very well in Tampa. And I know someone's going to spit Ryan Malone at me, but look at it. You go into the locker room, you got Marty St. Louis, you got Vinny LeCavalier, get Alex Tanguay was on the team 2009, 2010, that would have been his rookie year. There are just so many respectable guys on that team that, he could have been mentored in the right situation. Likewise, Colorado picked 3rd and took Matt Duchene. You look at Adam Foote was the team captain, Milan Hajduk, Paul Stastny, Darcy Tucker was on the 2009-2010 Avalanche, Scott Hannon. I'm not saying all these guys are all-world players, but respectable guys to have, as a young player coming into the league to kind of look up to, and I think that could have been a difference maker. Obviously, Kane went forward with Atlanta, LA, talked about that. Number 6, Phoenix. They had Shane Doan and a couple other, great veteran players that, would have been awesome to be around. So, what is it, top 7? Yeah, 7th pick was Toronto. He would have been screwed. But, Jalen Rose, the NBA commentator / former NBA star, talked about that, saying, players, a lot of players succeed. Now, if you're a really great player, it doesn't matter who drafted Connor McDavid. I mean, hell, the Edmonton Oilers drafted him, and he's done okay. But with a lot of players, where you drafted determines a lot of your NBA success. I mean, or pro sports success, I should say. And if you're in the right situation, I think having a veteran team, great veteran teammates around you is the most ideal situation. He didn't have that in Atlanta, and I'm not condoning, not defending him anymore. I just think now he's acting like a fucking shithead with his latest incident in Buffalo. But, I just think had his career gotten off to a bit of a different start, we'd be talking about a different Evander Kane, But, hey, maybe not. Maybe he still would be acting like a nitwit 24/7. And again, one of my favorite players in the NHL. I love watching him play. I would give anything for him to be a Boston Bruin, but, he's got to learn to grow up. He's 25 years old. He's not a kid anymore, and he's got to stop acting like a nitwit off the ice. Because, quite frankly, his on-ice productivity hasn't been great. He's been hurt, and he's gone through slumps. He's been ineffective. So, we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's all I got to episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.